Let me take a look at the calendar and see how the week falls next week, and you'll listen to the Doug Stewart Show. Once again, you're listening to a cat that used to have 3 weeks off vacation this time of year. Okay, so New Year's Eve is next Sunday. Just like we got Christmas Eve this Sunday, we got New Year's Eve next Sunday as well. So we're not going to do a show tomorrow, and we're not going to do one Monday. As of now, I think we're going to do a show all next week, Tuesday through Friday. Yeah. Yeah. Might as well. Ain't doing nothing else. I like talking sports. So, yeah, but no show tomorrow, no show on Monday. Going to have a little Christmas vacation, and then we'll be back on Tuesday, and we'll take you all the way to the weekend for New Year's Eve. Yes, sir. Hey, I want to quickly mention this story. We still got to get to, man, we got a couple things. Matter of fact, you know what I'll do? I'll do in this segment, I want to talk about this Terrelle Pryor story, and I also want to get into this Basketball Hall of Fame stuff. We can do that now. Or maybe we'll save the basketball stuff. The new Basketball Hall of Fame candidates were just revealed on yesterday, and I want to talk about that a little bit. But this Terrelle Pryor story, man, and it's not really a story, but Terrelle Pryor's teammate, Brian Hartline, who played with him in Cleveland and at Ohio State, I think they played together at Ohio State, straight hating. Check it out. One of Terrelle Pryor's ex-teammates isn't sure that Terrelle Pryor deserves a big contract from the Cleveland Browns when he becomes a free agent after the season. Brian Hartline spent one training camp and one game as a receiver with Pryor last season before Hartline was released in May. But Hartline said Wednesday on 105.7 The Zone in Columbus, Ohio, that he's not convinced Pryor is consistent enough for a new contract. Here's his quote. If I'm building a team, what is he? Hartline said. Is he my number one? God, I hope not. Because that's very insulting. Because let's put it this way. For me, I want a guy day in and day out. I know what I'm getting. You don't know what you're going to get. He says, you're trying to tell me with a guy that had suspect personality characteristics, I'm going to go ahead and hand you a bunch of money. Then you're going to work harder, Hartline said. I think I'm going to bet against that if I'm a betting man. Now, I think that they actually, before I even give you my thoughts on this, I think that they may have even played together at Ohio State. Brian Hartline went to Ohio State. They already talked about the fact that they were teammates for a minute at Cleveland. Like, this is one of the biggest man-breaking laws I think I've ever heard in my life. And, you know, I hate when they use the term hating. Like, I think the term hating has just been overused so much ever since it started, being used over the last decade or so. Like, everything is hating. You can't give, an honest opinion. You can't give constructive criticism because you be deemed a hater. But this is actually a hater. Damn, you a hater. Like he's breaking probably one of the top 2 or 3 man laws of all times. And not only that, they were teammates. And they went to Ohio State together. Now, I understand if you're saying that you don't think somebody's going to be that good of a player and you giving your opinion. I understand that. But in this scenario where this is a guy that you personally know, he was your teammate, if somebody asks you, what are your thoughts of Terrelle Pryor, then you could kind of be evasive, I guess, and be like, I don't know. I think he might be a good player. He's been a good player. I would accentuate the positives of the player. You don't go out of your way to diss somebody that you know personally and really, in effect, the conversation about that guy's money going forward. There's no other way to look at it. Brian Hartline is hating on Terrelle Pryor. Yeah, and it's almost like And listen, I'm not saying Terrelle Pryor deserves some mega contract to be paid like one of the top 2 or 3 wide receivers in the NFL, because he has kind of struggled over the last couple of weeks. What I'm saying is, if you got something negative to say about somebody that you have a personal relationship with, if you can't help but saying something negative in this scenario, then you shouldn't say anything at all. Like it's crazy that somebody would go on the record about one of their fellow Ohio State teammates, or I guess fraternity brothers, you could look at it as, if they didn't play together at Ohio State. I'm not exactly sure about that. I should have confirmed that. But they definitely played together at Cleveland for a minute. And once again, they went to the same school. You would have some type of comradeship, some type of thing that you have with former players, that you wouldn't throw a guy like this under the bus. Whether you think that he's a braggadocious punk and, you don't like his behavior or whatever, you don't think that he's a good dude, you might think he's a bad dude. If you think he's a bad dude, just don't say anything at all. Yeah. And it's almost like Terrelle Pryor is kind of like the LL Cool J of football. And when I say that, I mean, LL got a lot of hate. And listen, he talked a lot of trash, and Terrelle Pryor is a good comparison as well. Terrelle Pryor is very cocky, and so that rubs some people the wrong way. But you remember how LL, still to this day, LL got mad haters. And the reason he got mad haters, I believe, is because people are jealous. Right. People are jealous. Just like I think people are jealous of Terrelle Pryor. Like, you mad because God made Terrelle Pryor 6'5", 230 pounds, and can run a 4.2 40? You mad about that, bro? Come on, man. Don't hate on the next man. Don't hate on the next man. You mad because Terrelle Pryor tried to buck the system, even though they didn't want him to play in the NFL. He fought hard and tried and gave it his best, and even though he was unsuccessful, all right, you could say he was a bust at playing quarterback. Even though he was a bust playing quarterback, he's still thriving in the NFL. You mad, bro? Right. Think about that now. Terrelle Pryor is considered a bust, but he's still winning, playing a position that he didn't even do throughout his high school and college career, Little League. Brian Hartline kind of feels, kind of sensitive. Brian Hartline is a wide receiver. He had a couple of years in the league. I think he had, 4 or 5 years in the NFL. So Brian Hartline put blood, sweat, and tears into playing wide receiver, and he's out of the league. Terrelle Pryor, who never played wide receiver until last summer, is thriving, making big-ass checks, continuing to make big-ass checks. It sounds like you mad, bro. It sounds like you mad. Don't blame Terrelle Pryor. Blame the good Lord that gave that man all of those physical attributes. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like you mad. What do you mean don't pay him this big money? That's fine. If you don't feel like he deserves that type of money, you just don't say it out loud, bro. You broke a man law. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. From Jesse and his truck in the chat room. So these dudes use penis press charges for the beating he took. From Rail the Intern Scott, I don't even know what that means, Mr. Jesse in his truck. Rail the Intern Scott, Heartline, Unemployment Line, Pryor, Black Card Line, winning. Exactly, he's winning. And it seems kind of like, it seems like some jealousy involved, That's what it seems like to me. From Looseneck, Crappy Hunter side, I guess Heartline didn't get the tattoo hookup, so now he's salty. F out of here. From Big L in the chat room, Yo Harper, great show yesterday, sir. Yeah, shouts out to my man Marcus Harper, Sports Talk with Soul. Great show yesterday, bro, as usual. Great show yesterday, man. I really, really find the end of your show difficult, man, when you start, making me feel sad, man, and you making me feel little. Like at the end of Marcus Harper's shows, man, he has this little, inspirational little commentary. And, I mean, it's just perfect music that he has set in the background, man, and every single time it makes me feel like tearing up. But great show yesterday, Marcus Harper. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, when we get back, not the normal Funky Four, but kind of a Funky Four. We're a day early, so still a lot of previewing to do for this weekend's games in college football and the NFL. But we'll touch upon a couple of games that are interesting to me in the Funky Four college football conversation coming up next. All right, don't go away. Sports talk with passion. This is the Doug Stewart Show. What is ID Life? Well, over the last 18 years, a group of scientists and doctors have been working on the development of a one-of-a-kind nutritional supplement program that takes all the guesswork out of what you need and delivers your truly personalized pharmaceutical-grade nutrition with your name on it directly to your door. Through the integration of thousands of medical and scientific studies, answers you provide to the free assessment, and more than 5,470 algorithms that process the data, ID Nutrition recommends what you need, leaves out what you don't, and blocks things known to the system to have possible adverse effects based on the answers you provide. The result is a program that is revolutionizing the health and wellness industry. Welcome to ID Life. For more information, just go to thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. That's thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bvmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bvmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. There's a storm coming. Ha ha. A firestorm. Get ready to raise your game because watching sports will never be the same. Introducing FireFan. It's a game changer. Finally, a sports app that puts you into the game. You predict the scores, you call the plays in real time while you watch and compete against sports heroes, celebrities, friends, family, or other die-hard fans. The more you call it, the more points you can achieve. Also, be a loyal fan and earn loyalty rewards. Don't miss the hottest app of the year, FireFan. Ignite your passion. Yeah! Yes, sir. Yeah. Register now at firefan.com today. Enter player rewards code TDSS. That's player rewards TDSS. Play the game, fan the fire, earn rewards.
Christmas men won't be boys, playing with bombs like kids play with toys. One warm December, all